Hey everyone, it's Kat and I am back today to, I don't know, show some appreciation to some of my old limited edition products that I still love and still want to keep in my collection. I feel like limited edition products, they're funny products. For one, the limited edition tag often means that it encourages people to buy when maybe they wouldn't have necessarily bought the product. So that's sort of like only available for limited time urgency, sort of encourages people to buy quicker. So there are a lot of products that over the years I've bought and I've like decluttered because I don't really like them, don't really want them. But I feel like the flip side of that is sometimes limited edition products are more fun and more sort of special with more interesting packaging that you'd normally get from the brand. And I feel like brands often use limited edition products as a way to put something out that they know won't sell like super well long term. So if you were to walk into MAC, for example, and look at the lipsticks and there's like a bright purple, that might not be something that you normally go for in your day-to-day life. But if it's sort of packaged in a limited edition way where it seems exciting and you know it's not going to be around forever, maybe you're more inclined to buy that purple lipstick. I know I did. I know I'll be talking about one. So I feel like limited edition, it encourages consumerism and people buying without thinking it through so much, and I definitely have regretted some of my purchases, but at the same time I've found some really amazing makeup that I find really special. Also, I know that there's a bit of a thing on in the beauty community where there's people that declutter things just because it's no longer relevant and it's not available for people to buy anymore. I personally don't think that's a good enough reason to get rid of something that you really enjoy, but I also understand that there are some people out there that really rely on maybe affiliate links and people buying recommendations to pay their bills. So maybe that's why they want to keep things fresh and something that you can currently buy. But I'm hoping this video might encourage you to go through your drawers and find some of those special limited edition products that you really love and pull it out and appreciate them, because there's some really good makeup there. I'll start with the blush. I don't actually have too many limited edition blushes, or if I do, they're not very exciting. But this one is from the Sigma Cinderella collection. It's a duo. It's very nice. It's this sort of peachy color that peaches always on me turn a little bit pink, but I think it's like the most perfect sort of neutral peach where if you don't like really orange tone things, you'll probably still be able to wear this. I think it's beautiful. It's matte. There is a nice highlighter with it, but I just want to use the blush today because I have a lot of fun highlighters that I don't even know which one I want to use just yet. I have an idea because there's one that people talk about time and time again and it's amazing. So yeah, I'm going to put this sort of peachy matte blush on. All right, so it's just a matte blush. There's nothing, you know, super exciting about it. I just wanted a bit of color in my face. Do I have a bronzer? I do actually have a bronzer. Maybe I'll put, no, do I put a bronzer on? Maybe I'll put a bit of bronzer on. No, actually the bronzer that I have is probably a little bit too dark for my skin tone at the moment. We're still in winter and there's not too many bronzers that don't make me look sort of dirty and strange, so we'll stick to blush and highlighter. So that's a beautiful flush. It's peachy. There's a little bit of like pinky tones to it so it doesn't look too crazy orange. Just a very nice matte blush. Nice. Do I, you know, dream about this? No, I don't, but it's very lovely. A couple of highlighters I want to talk about, mainly these two. There is one that I'll talk about soon, still in the packaging, but the ones that I sort of am tossing up, which one do I demo? I have Smashbox Vlada. This is a Petal Metal highlighter, and it's in the shade Prismatic Petal. It doesn't look like much on camera, but trust me, it is the most glorious, look, color shifty, amazing thing ever. It's beautiful. So it is this sort of, it is chunks of glitter, well not chunks, but flecks of glitter, and it just looks gold, pink, iridescent beautifulness. This is definitely one of those more twinkly, you're looking a little bit more like a fairy. I might turn the brightness down so we can see this in a minute. It's not something I wear every day. You, of course, can wear it on your eyes. Beautiful. But the thing that I know a lot of people are upset they missed out on, or it wasn't available in their country, wasn't available in Australia either. This is the Becca highlighter in Berlin Girl Glow. I still, to this very day, get people asking if I've got a dupe or found a dupe, or if I talk about a highlighter, they're like, is that a dupe for Berlin Girl Glow? Unfortunately, no, none of it is. There is no dupe in my collection for this. It's got a bit of a like beige base. So it's not champagne, it's not pink, it's just beige. And then the shift is almost this, I don't know, it's like, can I show it to you? It's almost this like cool toned bluey. It's very beautiful, very unique, but it's also very flattering. So I've seen blue highlighters before, but they're usually really, really blue. This is so subtle. Look at it, it's just catching this sort of like cool toned reflect. It's so subtle and so stunning. I love it. There's nothing that I've found that dupes it. And I'm going to try to show you on camera. I'll turn the brightness down so we can see this a bit better. All right, so we have Prismatic Petal and we have Berlin Girl Glow. So you can see that it has this sort of beige base. This one's looking yellowy gold at the moment. So it's a beige base, but it catches this cool toned, slightly blue silver reflect that's not too frosty, but definitely cool toned. And then Prismatic Petal, hopefully you can see it's a lot more of a chunkier sort of glitter. It's more twinkly, but it has this sort of pink iridescence to it. They're both very beautiful. I'm going to apply this today because I haven't used it for a while, mainly because I'm trying to cherish it. All right, I've got it on a brush. Again, I haven't used this in ages. It's so beautiful. So it definitely is cool toned. It's almost looking like those violety blue toned highlighters, but really natural, like super subtle. It just looks like a cool wet look. And because it's got that beige base color to it, it just sort of blends in with your skin, but gives you this sort of light and I guess you would say icy highlight effect, but not too icy. There's no white, a lot of those really light highlighters on me. You can see sort of like a white patch when you're face on, and then it shifts like that blue, whereas this has that beige color, so it's great. It's a beautiful, like my skin tone color. And then it's got this just wet look blue. It's stunning. It's so stunning. And really subtle, but really, really pretty. So it's not chunky. It's something that you can wear every day. I might put a little bit on my nose so hopefully you can see it everywhere because it's gorgeous. And what I like about it as well is you can put like an orangey peach blush like I have, and it just sort of neutralizes it because it's adding that blue. Stunning. Becca's closed, so we can't do anything about getting this out again. They're closed, they're done. But this is such a beautiful highlight. Definitely my favorite Becca highlighter of all time. And it's amazing. All right, let's go on to eyes. I have a bunch of stuff to talk about. I pulled out sort of my things that are memorable to me. I did go through a phase where I was buying a lot of limited edition eyeshadow palettes, and I think in the last year or two, some of them I depotted and kept certain shades that I liked. Other ones I've decluttered. Some I've kept. But the ones that I will not destroy and I keep coming back to are my NARS ones. Now, what I love about these, look, I'm a bit frustrated that NARS, look, I don't know. Does it work for them? Probably, I guess so. But when they bring out palettes, they're all limited edition. So even when they look like they should be part of the permanent range, it's there for a season and then it's gone. Then you have some more pretty looking ones that are more Christmassy. So that was Christmas a couple years ago. This palette is stunning. It's called Bijoux. And there are some gorgeous shades in here. Like, it is still a palette that I deeply love. One that I just keep in my sort of makeup bag often, this is the Atomic Blonde palette. This is where I was talking about the bronzer. I have a bronzer in there. So it's a highlight, a bronzer, and just a few sort of goldy, bronzy shades. This is more of a summer palette for me. So this is been heavily used. I really enjoy it. This was a spring release, but that's gorgeous, isn't it? This is the Afterglow palette. This is definitely more spring colors, so I might pull this out next month when spring hits. There are some really subtle shimmers and some more metallic shimmers. It's more of a subtle palette that really, I don't know, I just feel like it's very flattering, but if you want like heaps of pigment, it's not there, but it's very gorgeous. The one I think I might play with though, this is my most recent one. I actually got this on sale. It was like a year after it was released. This is the Climax palette, and this is a beautiful cool toned one. So what I'm just going to do is just use some of the mattes in the crease. I have put an eyeshadow primer on. It's actually a NARS one. There we go. Permanent. Anyway, so I might put some of these in the crease, and then I'm going to go in with more of a twinkly single eyeshadow, because when I think about my limited edition eyeshadows, I think a lot of my MAC ones, because MAC are ones that they bring out sort of fun, sparkly, limited edition Christmas collections, and I sometimes buy them because they're sparkly and fun. Do I use them super often? Not heaps. But some of my sort of statement eyeshadows are from collections like MAC Christmas collections. This one's a shiny, pretty shadow, and it's in the shade Major Win, and it's just very, very sparkly, very, very pretty. So if I want to go really glittery, like that's a really beautiful one. And I don't need to have them in my everyday palettes because obviously I don't use them every day. My kid's been in that one. He's put red in it, but this is like a greeny sort of one from that same collection, and this is called Make a Wish. So again, they're just really, it's got a bit of a pink base to it because of the eyeshadow on top, but whatever. I might pan this one in the future. This is It's Snowing. It's an extra dimension eyeshadow, and it is just a nice sort of nudie sort of shade, a bit cool toned, nothing too crazy, just nice and subtle, very pretty, but it's not special enough to be like, I need you in my special eyeshadow drawer. So this one I might pan next year. But of course, I think the one that I'm going to use is Stylishly Merry. So this one is, I love it. It is very, very gorgeous. I want to compare it. I kept this swatch on because it has a similar sort of finish to the Vlada MUA highlighter, and it has a similar shift. So it's got a gold to pink sort of shift, and it's still very twinkly, and it's got like a translucent base. So they look very similar, but they also look very different. So this one is a lot more pink. This is a lot more gold. I thought I'd show it to you swatched next to it, just so you can understand what I'm saying. But this is, it's beautiful. Again, you can't see the magic on camera. I can instantly see that the color difference. Finish is very similar. Color difference is, yeah, there's a big difference. So you can see the Vlada one is a lot more pink toned, a lot lighter. The MAC one is a lot more vibrant, and it's a lot more gold. Let me get a mirror for you. All right, so you can see how the MAC one is like this really vibrant gold, whereas the Vlada one just goes sort of gold-ish, and then it goes really vibrant, almost like orangey coral pink, whereas the Vlada one goes sort of soft pink. So they are different, but they give a sort of similar vibe, and when you try to describe them, they sort of seem the same, but they're not. They're definitely not the same. Now, some of you will be saying, Kat, don't you know that the year after this was released in the holiday collection, they brought out a big version in a highlighter pan? Yes, I do know that. I have it. It's called Snow Flushed, and it is glorious. So this is the one they brought out the following year. Mine is untouched. It is gorgeous. So that is just a giant pan of the eyeshadow. And you can see how gold it is. So this, yeah, I do have it as the highlighter, but since I've got it as the eyeshadow, I don't need to use this so much. When I use this up, I will open this. I'm not trying to keep it mint condition. I just don't need them both open at once. But yes, I have it. And yes, it is staying with me until I die because I love it and it is glorious. Unless I use it up before I die, which I hope I will. All right, this base was put on a while ago, so it's not going to be super sticky. But what I do love about this is it doesn't need to be applied really, really heavily to look twinkly and beautiful. You just need a little flush to look at it, look at it, look at it. It just brightens the eye, but when you turn, you can see it's gold in the corner and pink when it catches the light. So it looks like you've put a lot of effort into your eyeshadow, but you've just used one shade. I love it. All right, I'm gonna do the spin around so you can see the color shift, and you can see this in your everyday life. Like, you don't need to stand weirdly. It's just as you sort of move, you'll see it differently. So front onto the light, you can see a lot of pink, and then it sort of shifts to gold. Beautiful, almost like a greeny gold. I don't know if you can see it very well. And there's going to be some indie eyeshadow lovers out there being like, that is the most boring color shift ever. Like, why is that exciting? Have you not tried indie eyeshadows? Yes, I have. I have a lot of like multi-chrome, all that kind of stuff. But I think what I love about this one that I keep coming back to is that it is so subtle but so pretty. And it really is one of those one and done eyeshadows that you can use every day. You can use it all year round, wherever you need to go, and it just makes your eyes look a lot more awake and beautiful, but a little bit twinkly, a little bit bright, and then you've got that color shift that makes it look a lot more interesting. So yes, do I have really full-on multi-chromes or duochromes that give a lot more impactful effect? Yes, I do, but that's not why I love this. So I love this for its own. It's like subtle but gorgeous, and whenever I wear it, people are just like, what's on your eyes? Because it just looks really pretty and really flattering, but also interesting. So that's what I love about this eyeshadow. And I'm sure there's a few dupes out there these days, but at the time this was released, there weren't too many. So there we go. I love it. All right, I'm just going to subtly finish this look off. I'm going to start with that darker shade and maybe work in the lighter one if I need to, but just to sort of, I don't need to finish it off, let's be real, but I want to feature a bit more different colors and different formulas. What I love about NARS, I feel like you can be really sort of subtle and create like really, really subtle looks, but they're really flattering. They don't sort of go into creases and do weird things. To be fair, was it last year? Or the year before, I don't know. I got a holiday palette from NARS and I hated it. So, you know, they have had some mishaps recently, but generally I really like their formula, and I think I'm just going in with that lighter shade just to blend that out even more. Just taking that first shade I used just on the lower lash line a little bit. Because I don't have any limited edition eyeliners I can think about and no mascaras, I'm just going to use my Project Pan eyeliner and put a little bit more mascara on, and I'll be back. Here I am saying that I don't have any limited edition eyeliners as I use a limited edition eyeliner color that I forgot about. But this is not really anything to write home about. It's a Colourpop one. It was from the Raw Beauty Christie collection. Everything's rubbed off. I don't know the name. I don't know anything about it, and it's a boring brown. So I'm trying to use this up. So yes, I technically tick that box, but it is, yeah, it's just a brown. Before I move on to the lips, I do want to talk about this product that was limited edition from MAC. It's a Dazzle highlighter in the shade Dazzle Red. Now this I bought not as a highlighter, I bought it as an eyeshadow, so it's massive, just be prepared. But it is, this is where, like, I don't think MAC would have something like this in their range permanently, but knowing something's limited edition, they sort of go crazy with it. Now, this is a red shimmery product, and you can see it catches the light to be like this really rich gold. So it's essentially like Stylishly Mary, but just a lot darker. Instead of it being pink, it's like cranberry. Instead of it being like a bright gold, it's like this rich gold. I use this as an eyeshadow if I want a duochrome red, so it is stunning. Put it over a bit of glitter glue or a sticky base and it just comes alive because the color, again, look, vibrant, vibrant. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. All right, next category is lips. Now I originally thought I don't have many limited edition lip products, blah, 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 blah. I do. I actually have quite a few, and I picked out some that, because I wasn't sure where this look was gonna go, what I wanna wear. I have a lot of limited edition Hourglass ones. They used to bring out limited edition shades and packaging in their Christmas collection. So I've got a handful, I got probably 10 limited edition shades from their range. Around Christmas, Too Faced they often bring out mini packs of their melted matte liquid lipsticks. Some of my favorite nude colors are in this. Sugar Cookie is like my perfect light nude. It is beautiful, very, very stunning. So if I'm going to go really bold on the eye, pare down the lip, like if I was going to wear that red on the eye, I'd probably wear something like this with it. And a warm one that I love, love, love is Hot Buttered Rum. They do have gingerbread man and gingerbread girl. I have those. I like those. I like this more if you want like an orangey tone. This is beautiful. I wear this all year round. It is stunning. If I wanted something a little bit more nude, again, Sigma Cinderella. Their lip gloss in the shade Magical reminds me a bit of a lip gloss version of the highlighter I'm wearing, because it's got that beigey base to it, but then that cool toned bluey shift. It's pretty much a Berlin Girl Glow lip gloss. So if I wanted to really ham that up, this one is very beautiful. There was also liquid lipstick in Dreamy, which is a very, very nice My Lips But Better matte shade. And if you layer them, you can create more of a hydrating, glossier liquid lipstick. So they pair really beautifully together. So that, I like those. Those are great. They stay in my drawer. If I want to go a bit more bold, a couple of favorites of mine, like MAC often do limited edition lipsticks, and I can show you a lot more. The one that I keep and I will, again, never get rid of is my Rocky Horror Picture Show lipstick. Like that's a red that is not going anywhere. But one that I kind of want to put on, I might put on now and then change it up. This one, this is what I was referring to in the intro. This is the Ariana Grande #2 Viva Glam. So the second Viva Glam. This is the most perfect like fuchsia color. If you like pink or cool toned pinks and you're not scared of leaning into purple, this is where I would recommend. It's not there anymore, but it was great. And I do still love to wear it. It does stain the lips a little bit, but it stains at this, again, beautiful sort of like magenta pink. I love this look. I love this. Like that is such, look, not with the clothes I'm wearing, maybe with like a fun spring floral dress or something. This color I would totally wear. Totally wear. You would see me at the shops. You will see me taking my kid to kinder wearing this in like spring, summer with like a flowy dress and whatever. I think it works with the eyes. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. They should have more colors like this in their collection. They probably don't sell, which is why they're limited edition, but I still love them. I really do. I have some really epic looking lipsticks. So check out this one from Milk Makeup. This is the Wu-Tang Clan collaboration. It's in the shade Fire. This, look at this. It's a dragon wrapped around. So there's a dragon head at the bottom and it wraps around and it's gorgeous. And you've got this beautiful lipstick that is, again, sort of fire truck red color. Like there's some really epic stuff. Like, would I get rid of this because it's not available anymore? Hell no. I see this as like a collector's edition that I can wear on my lips and feel great. One brand that I do have a few limited editions of as well. And I'm gonna wear my favorite, the one that I go to, and I had to fish this out of my handbag. Shimmering. So they do bring out different collections. This one was from a Lunar New Year collection, so I got a couple from this range. This is like an orangey, again, just beautiful matte, flat, beautiful orange. Like the formula, really nice. So I've got a few, you know, in that kind of range. My fave and my most used one is this one. And the reason why I fished this out of my handbag and it's not in my drawer with like special fancy shit is because I have backups of it. I found it on sale. I bought one. Someone sent one to me in the Beauty News mail. So I actually have 2 backups of this and I'm not mad at it because I wear it often. So this is the collaboration with Yazbuki and this is the shade Yaz Red. It is the most perfect, like I don't actually have much left of it because I use it fairly regularly. This is like the most perfect. I'll show you. It's more pink than the one next to it. So it's more of a corally color, but it's not like a raspberry red or a pinky red. It's like the nicest bright neutral red. So it's not too warm, it's not too cool, but it's bright and it's like punchy and in your face. And again, I wear this, I wear it often. I'm going to a wedding next month and I will probably be wearing this one because I just love it. Like, what the heck is that? What the heck is that? What is it? All of a sudden, I feel like it's just like, I feel like I feel like I'm alive. I feel this is so bold, but it's also that moussey sort of silicone matte feel. So it's very similar to the MAC Powder Kiss sort of feel, where it looks really flat and it looks very matte and velvety, which I think just amplifies the color. It's stunning. It doesn't look that cool on the hand, on the lips. Bam! So yeah, sometimes limited edition things are just, they're amazing and you need to embrace them and wear them and keep them in your handbag and love them. And yes, when you use them up, give them a kiss goodbye. Like they brought something lovely to your life, but yeah, appreciate them. If you've got them, love them. If you don't like them and you regret buying them, give them to a friend that will enjoy them, because you can have a lot of fun with limited edition products. Now that I know what color lip product I'm wearing, I'm actually going to apply a little bit of this on my eyes, because that's what I've been thinking about doing. I want to do it. So I'm going to get a little bit of that red color. And okay, I don't have a sticky base, but I just want to amplify the color a little bit because it is. All right, so this is applied over a set eyeshadow and it's not really gripping as much as I want it to. So I might actually try to apply it with a bit of a wet brush. So that is a good segue into talking about limited edition finishing sprays. Now, finishing sprays, there are quite a few of them. MAC do a lot of them. I've got a watermelon one here. They do a whole bunch of different ones, lavender, coconut, blah, 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 blah. And they bring out mini ones, big ones. Urban Decay also do a few. This is from the Honey collection. This was sent in PR years ago. I don't even know if I want to try it. Like honey scented. Let's smell it. Actually, I've never smelled this. It smells a bit like hairspray. I don't know. I don't even understand. Anyway, there's that. Now, I really like Fix Plus by MAC, but I find whenever I try a scented version, I actually always prefer the original. So those don't excite me too much. What I got excited over, as you can tell, is the Smashbox Primer Waters. This one is a limited edition one. It's called Centering Citrus. You know, that's my jam. This is the Love Ritual one and it's in Jasmine and Rose. This is really lovely. And then they brought out mini ones. They came in duos. So I have another one as well. These were Christmas releases. They have Earth, Water, Fire, and I suppose Air. That one is in a drawer. And they all have different scents. Like this is black pepper and cinnamon. This one's sea salt and lemon. Like I just really like these. Not only are they good to spray and finish your base, but you can also use them as like a primer, so a water under your base. Now, I don't want to spritz my face today with them, even though I'm tempted, because I'm actually doing a sort of a concealer wear test and I don't want to see if I keep hydrating. I just want to see how it wears without any intervention. So I'm just going to use this to spray my brush a little bit to pick up the eyeshadow. So let's do that. I love it. It's like lemonade-y, but also like, I don't know. Oh, and look how that's picked that up. Okay, let's zoom in and try this again. So that's added like this beautiful sort of coppery, sort of rose goldy effect. I could have intensified it if I used a glitter glue and I really packed it on, but I just really like that it's given this sort of, let's see if we can see, you got this gold on the side and it just sort of shifts to this sort of pinky color. It's very pretty. I don't use it enough. I really like it. I think it's gorgeous. All right, so that's it. That's me talking about some of my favorite limited edition products that I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep until I use them up. I'm going to keep until I'm dead and buried in the ground. I just really enjoy them, and they sort of, I feel like there's nostalgia involved where I think back of when I bought them and the excitement and all that kind of stuff, maybe who I was with and all that kind of stuff, but also I just like using them. I think they're fun products. I think often limited edition products can be colors or textures that brands don't usually want to release in their permanent range. So I'm trying to buy less makeup these days, and I'm trying to be a little bit more mindful of what I'm purchasing. So would I buy limited edition products in the future, and do I recommend people buying limited edition products? I would say yes, but be cautious and be mindful of what you're buying. Some of the products I've bought I've really loved, but for everything I've bought, there's been stuff that I've regretted buying as well and probably decluttered or given away. So I would say be aware that these releases are designed to make you feel like you're going to miss out. They're trying to conjure up that FOMO feel and make you impulse buy. So if you can be aware of what they're doing and you can sort of look at it a little bit more objectively and go, okay, is this something, okay, even though it might be a giant pan of red gold highlighter that I rarely use, is this something that's going to add something valuable to my collection? Can I get this from other brands the rest of the year? Or is it a product that I can see myself wearing most days? I like the formula, I like the brand. If they fall into one of those categories, I would say totally buy it if that's what you want. But if you're buying it because of the hype, or buying it because of the packaging, or buying it because it's a collaboration with a TV show that you kind of sort of liked when you were a kid, I would say probably skip those. Go for the ones that you think you'll get use out of and that are special to you long term. I haven't bought limited edition products for quite some time because they don't hit the mark for me, but that doesn't mean I won't buy them in the future. There is definitely some makeup that I love that were limited edition, and you're not taking them from me. They're in the vault, aka my makeup drawers. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my channel members for supporting my channel and helping me out. I love you and I appreciate you, and they are here or here, I don't know, one of these sides. And I will see you all in the next one. I will list all the products in the description box. Not that it matters because you can't buy them. There's no affiliate links, whatever. But just have fun with your makeup. That's what I want to do, and that's what I want you to do. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.